Hello, my name is Hailee Santos, and this is my Sports Medicine 3 injury prevention project done on falling and climbing. During this project, I will give you an overall view of proper falling, some subsections of falling in the program, how to apply that knowledge, and the results of the program done on myself. As part of my overview, I will be showing you some videos of both me and Levi doing some bad falls and good falls. Starting off, we have bad falls. Arms are obviously going straight down towards the mat, and there's a lot of twisting. And seen in this video of me climbing, if you watch my feet carefully when I land, they slip out from under me and I actually roll my ankle, and it could have been a serious injury, but luckily I rolled it all out. And these are some good falls done by me and Levi. On this fall, I was a lot more comfortable after doing the program that I designed for myself, so I was able to go up a lot higher on the kilter board, and I was much more comfortable with myself. And for this fall, I did do a twisting motion, but I did roll out the fall, and I didn't put my arms behind me. I tucked them in so I would not injure them. And Levi, he just absorbs the fall perfectly. So there are little subsections of falling and climbing that kind of prevent you from injuring yourself while falling. One of those would be strength. A lot of climbers get injured when falling due to the lack of strength of their hip muscles, their knees, and their ankles. Their structures aren't strong enough to sustain and take in that fall. Another thing that goes into it is the fall technique. A lot of climbers don't know how to fall properly. Obviously, you don't want to do any twisting motions. You don't want your arms behind you because they could break. You want to absorb the fall and kind of roll it out so you don't take any of that kind of pressure into your joints. And another thing is surprisingly actually your mentality. If you're scared to fall, you're going to kind of tighten up. You're not going to want to fall. You're going to have to down climb. You're not going to be climbing as well, which is a big part of climbing and falling. After forming my subsections, I started building my program and applying it in climbing and falling. For strength, since I have weak hips and knees, I do some simple bridges to make them harder. I actually go up onto my toes and do them. Actually makes them really hard. Butterflies for my hips, normally I have a band or something to squeeze in between. Clams, I have a band as well. These are to strengthen my hips. I do both sides. It normally depends on how I feel as how many sets and reps I'll do. This is just showing you everything that I go over. I will also do some heel raises because I have weak ankles, and I go to one leg and I do a ton of reps for these. I also do just simple chair pose, and I hold that for around a minute. And if I want to make it harder, I go up onto my toes, which really targets my hamstrings as well, so I can get real strong. Some other things I do is I go over just landing. Sometimes they're really bad, sometimes they're good. Sometimes I'll even stand on a box and do some landing as well. Right now I'm showing you feet doming. I do this just standing and walking because I have really bad feet. Even when I'm just brushing my teeth, I'll just do this just to relearn where my knees should be at. And then I'm showing you a side view of how I land my jumps. As seen, I kind of roll it back into the heels and absorb all that. That first jump wasn't good enough, so I did a second. Here I show you some proper rollout form for falling that you can apply, and if you have mentality issues, you can slowly work your way up on the wall performing this exercise. Finally, my results after performing all these exercises and applying some techniques in falling. At the start of the program, I was really afraid of re-injury since I've had so many climbing injuries. I didn't do bouldering falls at all. I rarely did bouldering. I had extremely weak hips, and I had really bad falling form since I haven't fallen in a while. By the end of this program, I was more comfortable falling and bouldering again. I started trying hard on climbs because I was so comfortable with my falling. My hips got way stronger and my flexibility also increased because I did some flexibility exercises, and my falling form improved immensely. Thank you for sticking with me through this presentation. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.